Now call the emergency council meeting for the Casper City Council Tuesday, June 16th, 2023 to order. All members are present with the exception of Councilor Pollock. So the chair would entertain a motion, and Councilor Cathy, excuse me. The chair would entertain a motion by minute action to excuse the absence of Councilor Pollock and Councilor Cathy.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Vice Mayor Pacheco, seconded by Councilor Gamroth. Any abstentions or nay votes? Okay, all voting aye, say aye.
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 Folks, is that Lisa?
Aye. Yep.
Jenna?
Yes, aye.
Okay, thank you. Can you please record the vote?
All councilors voting aye, the motion passes.
Thank you. Mr. City Manager, council will now consider a consent resolution. Please, I'm sorry, excuse me. Please read the consent resolution by title only. Chair would entertain a motion to adopt the consent agenda item just read.
Second.
Moved by Councilor Gamroth, seconded by Vice Mayor Pacheco. Any abstentions or nay votes? Okay, do we need to have a discussion phase on this at all?
If there is anybody wants to discuss.
Okay, I would open it up for discussion if there is any. I can tell you this was brought on by the telephone calls that I literally received last night, asking for this declaration. And so then I reached out to the city manager, and I believe our resolution will then move on to the county, and then they will do with it as they will. But there are several reasons for doing this. One is to protect our citizens. According to the constituents that reached out to me last night, if there's a disaster resolution in place, their insurance will help them cover their losses. It will also possibly provide some funding for various entities, including the city, for the strain on our services if we've had people out all night long. So with that said, is there anything else that needs to be discussed with it? Anybody have anything?
My only question.
Sure.
I was reading on my way over here in Charlotte County Emergency Management. It sounded like they were trying to issue a emergency declaration as well. So I was just curious, is this meant to, would this complement any, motions made by the county?
It actually has to come from us first before the county can act. Is that correct, sir?
Well, Mr. Mayor, Councilor, thank you for that question. What we're trying to do is in harmony with each other so that indeed emergency management with regard to their connection to the federal agencies that could potentially provide disaster relief funding will all be in sync and connected in the way that they require it be done. So certainly the council taking this step helps to put things into motion, and the commissioners will potentially follow in suit and maybe even other communities throughout our county. But without this interest of the governing bodies, we really wouldn't have much leg to stand on in terms of trying to provide relief both to citizens and businesses as well as government agencies also.
And make no mistake, we just came off of a winter that was one of the worst we've seen in several decades. And now they're saying this amount of rain and flooding is the worst we've had in 100 years. So the strain on especially on our stormwater systems is utterly, it's being overrun. We have discussed with the 1 cent funding, of course, our stormwater situation, which is in need of a $40 million upgrade that we're currently spending $40,000 on because there's just not enough money to go around. And so all you have to do is drive by the corner of Collins and Ash Street, and you could see the after effects of the lack of storms water system that we have currently available for the city. And that, of course, is widespread because we've had manholes popping off their covers and cars literally getting swept away in this water.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see it in Casper, but it's happening. So with that said, do we have any further questions or discussion? Anyone online, Brandy, Jenna, or Lisa? Okay.
No, I just know that it was really bad, so I didn't get to, I'm not in town.
Welcome, Mr. Cathy.
Hello.
Hi, you're a little late to the party. We are ready to vote. Do you have any questions or discussion involved in the matter?
What are you ready to vote on? Just very briefly.
It's a resolution authorizing the declaration of a disaster and emergency for Casper, Wyoming, based off the flooding.
I vote yes.
Very good. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Very good. Would you please record the vote?
With all counselors voting aye, the motion passes.
Okay, very good. The chair would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So moved.
By Vice Mayor, seconded by Councilor Gamroth. Any abstentions or nay votes? All voting aye, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Big video. Aye. Please record the vote.
With all counselors voting aye, the motion passes.
Thank you. This meeting is adjourned. And I appreciate all of you taking time. Mr. Cathy, I hope things are good in Oregon. Thank you for joining us.